Hello, everybody. So I am late this morning. It's even 4 minutes past 9 on my computer, which means nearly 10 minutes past 9. So I was all set to go, had everything set up, and then bloody bang, my computer dropped out. I said, "Oop, snap!" Bloody got to reload. And then I tried to reload it, and I lost all the connections. So Jane had to come in and set up the background again and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, we're here, and then I lost my file on the pictures. So what's it all about? So there's the Novotel Recife Marina. That's where the fleet's headed. Next stop after St Helena. Only a couple of boats going in, still left sailing into St Helena there, and having a bit of fun at the yacht club there. But this is the next stop. That's uh, as you come into the river. Once you get into the harbour, it's right there. New hotel, new marina. There's quite a few boats in there, anyway. And then the other ones quickly. This was the Constellation around the world in 1740. It was an amazing story. I picked up that and put it. If you want to see the whole story, something like 1,800 men and 8 ships took off around the world to plunder the Spanish in the Pacific, and they actually got a Manila galleon, which was crazy. So I was a bit connected with that. I was looking for Manila galleons in the Pacific, in Tonga. But anyway, long story, but a beautiful painting, a fantastic ship. I love all that stuff. Our idea of a Sydney to Darwin race may not happen. There's very low interest, but Guy Chester, I'm involved with the recreations around the world, around Australia race, celebrating 40 years from the bicentennial race we organised back in '88. He said, "Oh, we could start it on the same day as the Round Australia race." So that was his suggestion, his idea. But anyway, we'll see. There's only really one person that said that might be an idea. So anyway, and our little sisters, the Setka A's, the 5 metre Setkas, been plodding along across the Atlantic. I should have got a better picture than this, but anyway, my favourite boat there is called Nuts. They got one of the Setka boats is called Nuts, and they had 7, I think it was 7. Oh, jeepers! I've got to be careful here. I'm just got a blank moment. But anyway, heading across, and I think there's only a couple left sailing, so they're safely in the Caribbean. Had plenty of the usual stuff, good weather, bad weather, big seas, all the rest of it, and did really well. So good to see that bit of fun on the Setka 100. That was just me rally car racing. I was just having a discussion with someone last night. I've given up on my own adventures now. We're running races, but this was interesting, and I only grabbed that very quickly because of the 3 logos there: the Golden Globe race, the Ocean Globe race, and the Mini Globe race. Funny things happened because of the Mini Globe race. When we started the Golden Globe race, everyone thought it was a bit crazy, and we did it, and it's been hugely successful. Then we announced the Ocean Globe race, and people thought, "What the hell? What's the mad bastard up to now?" With the Ocean Globe race. But we did the first one, and that was very successful. And we're talking to sponsors and bits and pieces. And when we announced and been working on the Mini Globe race, people thought we really were nuts. They thought, "This is crazy." It's actually happening, as we all know, and it's added a huge dimension to the other 2 events. And in fact, as a group of 3, all of a sudden people get it. They understand what we're trying to do, and that's working in our favour. So nothing's happened yet, but there's some good things going on. And honestly, it's because people they're watching the MGR and thinking, "Geez, this is really happening." Touch wood, we've got an amazing group of sailors, an amazing group of boat builders, with an amazing challenge that a lot of people thought, was nuts, crazy, call it like you like. A lot of people thought it's impossible, it'll never happen, blah blah blah, and it is. And we're not there yet. Touch wood, we've still got 4,000 miles to go, but it's very impressive at a very unique level, and I think everyone's pretty proud of it. I know the sailors themselves and their managers and their families and all that sort of stuff. I said, "Wow, this is really happening." So 4,000 to go. Touch wood, touch wood. Let's see where it ends up and how it washes up at the end. Touch wood. Okay, so let's just get into it. They're all a big bunch of them having fun in Recife already, headed for the yacht club. Here we go. Hang on, I like having the grids here. Josh is down the back. We're actually at day 322. I didn't mention about the Constellation going around the world. Only out of the 1,800 sailors on the various ships, only about 200 survived. It took them 4 years to get around the world. I think it was 240 sailors left. So even they had a high rate of attrition back in the day. Anyway, so Josh is doing 3.5 knots and 93 miles to go. So he'll be in sometime tomorrow. The others, I need to get to this one and just build it up here. This is 8 o'clock positions. Kerry doing 4.4, drifting along, 108 miles. That's 108 miles in the 24 hours. So Josh has not got 98 miles to go. He did 93 rather. He did 93. Let's just look at how far he's got to go, because his manager, partner, just gave me the 100k update, nearly there. So that is 8 o'clock position. Yes. So 123 to go. Sometime late tomorrow, he'll be in. So that's pretty cool. Kerry has got, let's see, 8 o'clock. If I stretch that out to there, he's got about 20 miles to go. He's making 4.45, 4 or 5 hours. So he'll be in daylight today. So he'll be happy with that. And then Entrant, he's very close, only a couple of hours away, doing 4.6 and did 106 miles. So that's pretty cool. And here's the fleet. We'll pick it up and see if they'll all be anchored in the same spot. I've already seen some pictures of Christian hanging out at the yacht club with Adam and a couple others, Jake, I think it was. So there they all are. And someone was, Eric still coming in. So 8 o'clock, Eric boring in. He's come down from the finish line. He's got, I got his finished photos today, doing 0.2 knots. Okay, not sure how that relates. Maybe he's slowing down, doing something or other, but that's supposed to be an average of that speed. But anyway, not sure what's going on there, but he's already crossed the finish line, making for the anchorage. There they all are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jasmine's just heading back as well. So she's on 0.2, so it must have been, I haven't got her finished photos yet, I think. But she's, okay, they're bringing over the place, because that was where Eric was at the last position, and then he's come down, he's crossed over the line and headed back, blah, blah, blah. Might be going to Windward as well. So anyway, there's going to be a bit of fun happening there. That's all I can do there. No, he's looking at the weather. We know that's good. It's going to hold the same. So I think we can come back here and make this a short one. What reports have I got here? I think there's... I have too much screen time. My eyes get bloody crazy. Okay, so there we go. Entrant reports. They get buried. Jeepers. Entrant reports. Yesterday, Kerry. He's already done that. I don't have any new entrant reports for today. Nope. That was the last one. I can give you the finish time of where are we? Cat. No, the Cat sent that one in. I don't think I've got anything other than Brenda. Eric, Brenda sent. Look at this. Look at this. Even at night time, Eric is so good. Look. Pictures at night time of his lee cloths, and there's his GPS chart plotter position, confirming he's got flags and lee cloths going even at night time. That's all I'll say. People should have known by now what will happen if they don't do it. So stand by. Oh, I hate it. But anyway, that's life. My eyes are going. So, what do we got here? Rachel, Don, you're not on the. Jeepers. I'm on your video. I forgot to do the tracker. Okay, I'll give you a quick look. My eyes are going there. So I mustn't. Hang on, if I wasn't on the tracker, I can only see you rubbing your eyes. Okay, so yeah, my eyes are completely screwed at the moment. Okay, why didn't it go on the tracker? Because I didn't do my statement. So you're on the tracker now, and Jesus. So you should be on the tracker now, because I'm seeing the tracker. So now I'm going on the tracker. I'm just going to give you a quick look because there's not a lot to see anyway. But there's the anchorage. So I hope you got that. Sorry, yeah, let's look at me while we're just talking about it. But fortunately, it's only a quick one. So there's their anchorage. There's the finish line. Jasmine and Eric are in there at the moment. And if I put the wind back on here, we'll quickly zip down. Fortunately, as I say, there's not a lot to see. There it is there. So you've got Josh down the back end here, 120 miles from the finish. You've got Kerry right there, really close, about 4 hours, about 20 miles from the finish. And Ayrton's just coming around the corner, so he'll be in a couple of hours. And it's trade wind sailing. No use looking at the weather. We know it's going to hold like this for the next day. No storms, no nothing. Only 1,800 miles to Recife from the island, and another 2,500 miles from there to the end. So sorry about that, everybody. Been throwing this morning because we had the panic with losing the lot. So I'm back here, you're back here, and you can continue watching me rub my eyes. I've actually been up early, but I get too much screen time as I do my Facebook and stuff while I'm still in bed from 6:30, and then it all happens. Thanks, Rachel. Sorry about that, everybody. You don't have to stare at me. We can only see you. Jasmine is just after midnight. Cool. Okay, just after midnight. So I don't know why her tracker stopped from there. Should have taken her into the anchorage. I'm not sure. There's something going on with the tracker. Thanks, Susan. Eric got a snagged anchor. Uh-huh. Okay, that's interesting. But Eric should have come in, and as long as his anchor snagged on the bottom in the anchorage, that's not so bad. But we'll hear the story later, I'm sure. Graham, hi Don, read Jasmine's vein. I think we explained what happened there. You know, they got the flip-flop vein, and it's a tube, an aluminium tube that goes up and around, and it has a cover, sailcloth cover sort of thing that comes down over the top. And I know she had one of the tubes broke some time ago, maybe a week or so ago, and she managed to sleeve that. But then sadly, a couple of days before or a day and a half before she finished, the other one broke. And fortunately, she had a safety line on it, and it was dragging behind because you only usually carry one aluminium frame, but you can carry a couple of covers for it. But anyway, she salvaged it, and I'm sure she'll be able to fix it. So, g'day, Tom from Hobart. Ooh, sort of hometown. But I never get there. We won't be back there till the GGR this year in December. Anyway, Scott, howdy from American River. It's good to catch you live. Mild summer day here at the moment. I heard you mention the bloom in the Gulf. Unfortunately, it's still hanging around down here. Oh, American River. Yeah. That's just shocking. I'm shattered because my whole, it's hometown, Adelaide's hometown. And it's the worst, one of the worst blooms in the world. And it's just devastated all the fish populations and biodiversity and all that stuff. And there's a cool guy down in Australia. He calls it the crab cam. His name's Crab Cam. He used to drop baits over the side with a camera on it, down below and film that. And then he also scuba diver. And now all the recordings that he had before of all his films are so important because he goes back to the same spots and you compare the biodiversity and all the fish and stocks and all that sort of stuff that was there pre-bloom, and he goes back now after the bloom and it's still hanging around, and it's just nothing. It's like a desert, and all the snotweed is coming in and overrunning the sort of what you call flora, underwater, weed. grasses and all that stuff. It's just shocking. It's just stunning. Anyway, not much you can do about it. Yes, we can see the tracker now. Good on you, Rachel. Thanks. Graham, Jasmine's vane. The instruction manual says to tie on the vane and all the removable pins. I have the XT vane, which is on carbon extendable, up for light wind conditions. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to tie on all your pins. You know, I do all that as well. That's standard. They come with all the tie down points, but I've never tied on the vane because you don't expect to lose the vane. But because one broke, I think she tied it on in case the other one went after a repair. So anyway, it's unusual. I've got no idea why it went, why it broke. It's kind of strange. Anyway, Scott Moore, yeah, crab cam is awesome. Scott, yeah, I've got so many memories about all my diving and sort of the amount of time I used to spend in the water in South Australia on the beaches there in the Gulf. And it's just stunning, but to see it all wiped out is just unbelievable. Anyway, that's life. The world's changing big time. So I just put a post up on my personal Facebook page about how I like China. The guy did a thing about China. China's really good. It's like every country. There's some parts about it you don't like, but there's a lot of good parts about China. And the way the world is right now, it's just nuts. But anyway, so be it. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. And we won't see you tomorrow because everyone's in port. I get a day off, a few days off. So that's good because there's a lot going on. But anyway, they're going to have a good time there for sure. Quite exotic place in a strange sort of way, even though some of them said, oh, do we really have to stop in St. Helena? The anchorage is rubbish and all this sort of stuff. And, there was a bit of a move to say it's a waste of time. We shouldn't stop there. We should go straight through. But I said, nope, you're all going to St. Helena. There's only a couple of people mentioned the problem with the anchorage, but now they're there. I'm sure they'll have another good time. So all good. Thanks. Have fun, everybody, including on the island. I'll see you when they start getting underway again for the last leg to Recife in this, not the last leg, the last bit because there's a pit stop. So then it's a full stop, and then it's the last leg to Antigua. It's coming around quicker than we imagined.